I just want to make this brief, and Marion and I really are very pleased to extend a very warm welcome to all of you here today to celebrate a special day for Nicole and Ben. And I want to extend greetings to Peter and Linda, Nicole's mother and father, to Karen Burke, Ben's mother, and to all the Winders family and all the Hunter family to be here today. Now, many of these, we'd also like to give thanks to all the young friends, particularly of Ben, because we don't know all of Nicole's young friends or her buddies that she grew up with, but we certainly grew up with all these young kids through Ben and Jen and everybody else, and Patrice, and so we've seen them go from little kids to big kids, and we're just so happy to see them all here today. It won't take that long. So last year, I think Marion and I noticed that Ben's mood seemed to change a little bit. He seemed to be spending a lot of time in Toronto, and he was wearing a perpetual smile, which was wonderful. We were so happy for him. We didn't know why. There was a new bounce to his step, and he started jogging more often, which made us very happy. He was regularly showing us some diagrams of all the jogs he took in downtown Toronto, and particularly in an area around the Fort York area, and we wondered what was the attraction. So one of our granddaughters, Sarah, who lives in the same area, said to us one day that she had lunch with Ben and Nicole. We didn't know who Nicole was, but it sounded good to us, and painted a pretty nice picture of Nicole to us. She kind of spilled the beans on Ben, really. So the first time we met Nicole really was over past at Fraticelli's, which is a nice little Italian place up on Appleby Road. And we were very impressed with this young lady. We saw more and more of Nicole as the year progressed, and then came an announcement that we were to block out December 27th as a date. And I know that Peter and Linda on December 27th were going to be in a different country, but that got changed because of this little announcement. And you'll hear more about that, I'm sure, later. So on our calendar for a special event, we're here today and we're at Spencer's on the lovely Lake Ontario shore here to celebrate this wedding. So Nicole, you're a beautiful, talented, and wonderful young lady that we've come to know. Our son adores and respects you. So we welcome you to our large and energetic family with open arms. Now, just give me a sec. Cade Mile Falte. Terry and Tom Durkin have counseled me for the last 6 months to be able to say that semi-properly. And may the wind always be at your backs. Now, Marion and I have been blessed with 6 children who have all made us all very proud, and all of whom we love very dearly. So today is a special day for number 5. That's Ben. So he's the 5th in the chronological age of these kids. So Nicole, I have to tell you that Ben has some very special qualities, some I'm sure that you've already recognized, and he's a very fine young man. He's not perfect, but he's all right. Nobody's perfect. So in your family home, garbage will never ever be a problem, because Ben, when he lived in Campbellville, was given the task of taking out the garbage once a week. And he developed a very special technique. He'd take all the garbage bags, put them on the hood of the car, drive the car to the end of the driveway, and stop it very quickly so all the bags would fall off. In other words, he didn't have to do much physical energy. So you'll have no problems with your garbage. And the other thing I think is Ben's going to be very capable of looking after your travel plans. Back in grade 12, Ben approached us and was all excited that he was planning a trip for his grade 12 group of 10 or 12 children some male, some female, which we weren't very impressed with, but we were old-fashioned. And he told us that we were very pleased until he told us the destination. Unfortunately, the destination was Cartagena, Colombia. And these were kids that had hair down to here and were young, and we thought, my God, they'll get there, and they'll be put in jail, and they'll never come out. So we nixed that and said, you're not going to Cartagena, and that's that. So, being very resilient that he is, he planned another trip. This trip was to Jackson's Hole, Wyoming, and we had a great ski trip. So, I think your travel plans will be in good hands. Nicole, Ben will be very helpful also in planning your entertainment and music programs for the two of you. As you may or may not know, Ben is or was a musician and starred in a very, very famous rock band, and then some. This band toured Ontario many times, and they drove around in a propane-driven van, which occasionally didn't work because there was no propane gas stations around. However, they had a lot of fun. They made several music videos, and they were sold out in many performances at the world-famous Coronation House in downtown Burlington. And we all have memories of great music that we heard when we went to the Corn and dutifully listened. But we also have memories of ringing ears, watering eyes, and hoarse voices as we struggle out of this after an hour and a half of listening to this loud music, which was very wonderful, really. Now, two of the original members of that band are still with us today, the groom and Adam Cook, who's here tonight. Adam? And Adam is still working today as a very talented and active musician in this area and so on. So Benny, you've been a son who makes your dad and your family very proud. You've been a wonderful, caring, involved father, and you'll be an excellent husband, I know. So our very best wishes to the two of you for a wonderful life together. If you always keep each other's feelings foremost and look after each other, above all others, you will have great success together. So go forth and prosper. And may the force be with you.